Day 93 under the dome. With necessities growing dangerously low, who knows what spark will set off this powder keg? I can't take another minute in this dome!
First of its kind, the first dome anywhere.
Well, before we start, I have to address something. There have been some rumors and allegations levied against this podcast.
Accusations.
That we have been fat-phobic and that we hate women.
Whoa.
And our management has strongly encouraged us not to speak on it. But they never said anything about singing.
Oh my God. For real? You're in about... Oh my God.
Yes.
Ooh.
Okay.
A lot of people say that Dome is a little fat-phobic, but I don't think that's some true shit. And I swear to God that we love women.
You love 'em.
I mean, we often have bigger fellas on as guests. I mean, look at my co-host. He has breasts.
And me too.
Sorry.
What a song, dude. Was that spontaneous? That was planned.
So this week there was some. Oh, first of all, we got Terry back on the pod.
Hi, guys.
Teriyaki,
back.
one of the repeat guests because he's one of our fans.
Cheers, Terry.
Cheers, y'all. Cheers.
Whenever I hear Terry, I want to say the beat tag. I want to be like, there you go, Terry.
Do you guys?
What's he saying exactly?
Back up, Terry.
Back up, Terry.
Were you guys ever familiar with Miranda Sings? She was like a YouTuber, internet personality.
Indian?
She had not GH Sing. She would like put on red lipstick. Like Google her real quick, Dave. Do your fucking job. She'd put on red lipstick like way too big, and then she got kind of popular on YouTube, and then she got a Netflix show. But, oh, yeah, there she is, little Colleen Ballinger.
Smoke show.
Oh, her.
Not going to lie, she is hot.
She's gorgeous, dude.
Yeah, she looks like she's in shape. Let's
Big
be real.
teeth.
But she's also a groomer of children. And there are some receipts. There's proof that she's sent, like, underwear to, like, a 15-year-old boy.
I heard about this.
Whoa.
And this week, she decided to address the allegations and rumors in the most batshit insane way possible, by basically doing exactly what I just did and being like, hey, my management has told me not to speak on it, but I can sing. Yo, Colleen, why'd you have to take that ook out and go and try and sing, man? That shit, I can't believe it was happening as I was seeing it. Oh my God, I can't believe she exists.
She exists. I love them lips. I want to give her a big hug and a kiss. Grab her by the waist and touch her face. Baby, send some panties on my way.
Oh my God, Miranda came out to the veranda, started singing. In one hand she held a Fanta. And yeah, I'm feeling fantastic because I just saw Miranda go ballistic.
Miranda sings, yo, there's no question what the internet brings. Every day it's just a brand new beautiful thing. Arguably the worst apology video ever. She doesn't even really apologize. No, she could do better.
She could do better. Miranda sings, and she likes to play with things. She's on my ding. I want to marry her, give her a ring.
Yeah, so it was kind of insane. I don't know if you could probably pull up the video. We could watch a few seconds of it. It's go on YouTube. It's called High. Oh, there it is right there. Why don't you just go ahead and pop that
10
on.
minutes.
No, we don't have to watch the whole thing. Let's get it going. I'd say
So a lot of people are saying some things about me that aren't quite true. Doesn't matter if it's true though, just as long as.
I mean, the best part was the beginning where she's like, "It doesn't matter. I'm gonna sing," because that's like the only part that's really. Look at that. She's like sullenly looking down at the floor. Here we go. Look at her, just dead eyes. This is an evil bitch.
Hey, it's been a while since you saw my face. I haven't been doing so great, so I took a little break. So a lot of people are saying some things about me that aren't quite true. Doesn't matter if it's true though, just as long as it's entertaining.
So gross.
Wow.
It just So zero accountability has been taken here, and at the end of the day, it's not like she fucked any of these kids. So I feel like it could be a lot worse than it actually is. I almost feel bad for her a little bit. Like she's being treated as if she fucked kids. But I mean, the worst thing she did was send a 15-year-old boy underwear.
I think
a gay 15-year-old boy.
Oh,
by the way, so it wasn't like she was trying to like.
It's creepy.
It is, yeah. That's it. It's just fucking. There's no boundaries, and it's fucking weird and creepy.
And I think the implication is that if given the opportunity behind closed doors, she might have done. Like I think it reveals her character to the point where it's like, oh, she might as well have fucked kids.
Yeah,
because
I
don't know.
I agree because it's just too weird.
Yeah.
The receipts that they pulled were a little
it's freaking wild, dude.
Yeah, she was apparently in a group chat with like ages like 13 to 17, and she would like tell them details about her messy ass divorce and stuff. Like,
what the
just children that are her fans of her character that she made, that Miranda sings, who is one of the most annoying internet personalities on the planet.
It's just incredible how I would have killed to bang any of my teachers, but looking back, that probably would have been not good for my
None of them look like her, though, I bet.
No. In high school, there was like some art teacher that was like too young to be a teacher. I think you should at least have to be like 35 to teach. You can't come.
You should be ugly. That should be the rule.
Well, at 35, there's been a higher likeliness that you've gained weight or that your metabolism's fallen back. Like, you're fresh out of college teaching high schoolers. We're all gonna want to bang you if you're in decent shape.
Class full of horny guys,
dude. Your testosterone's out of whack at that age. Your hormones are everywhere. You're ready to bang.
Yeah, true.
Terry, can I ask you something, or do you want to?
No.
This is a separate subject. I'm shifting.
Whatever. Shift it.
Can you can you easily repurpose raps? Like recently this week, I wrote rap to a beat, and then I realized that the beat was not like something appropriate for me to rap over, and then I made another beat that I liked, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna use the lyrics from the previous rap because I really think that it would be a cap to say that these don't mix and match. Yeah, I did it while wearing a hat. Facts.
Wearing a hat, no cap. You already know the rhymes I wrote really slap, but this beat is real ass, so I'ma have to pass. Then I got on FL Studio and made some.
Said this looks like a job for me, so everybody come follow me. I said we need a little controversy, and it's super easy to transpose what you're rhyming.
Yeah, you're right, but sometimes the vibe is not right. You want to kind of match specifically with the hi-hats and the snares, you see?
The hi-hats and snares and the claps, you already know what's the haps. I make sure that the beat slaps, or it's at least knocking at your front door.
Look at this beautiful blunt that Terrence rolled up.
Yeah, it's impressive.
Dude.
It's crazy because I kind of take pride in how I roll my blunts. I want it to be smooth.
This is like a luxurious cigar from the Havana type shit.
I saw a meme that was it was a lady holding a blunt, and it was like, if she rolls blunts this good, that means she ran through.
She learned from somebody.
Damn, that's funny.
She learned from somebody.
What I was trying to say is I repurposed a verse, and I felt fine about it. And then I also edited the verse in certain parts to kind of upgrade the quality of the rhymes. But I could see myself being very irresponsible with the repurposing. Like people who just have raps and then they plug them into random songs and don't mind concept at all. I feel like that's irresponsible, but I wanted to get your take on it.
Yeah, I've done that. I've done that a lot actually, just because I'll write a verse for a certain beat, and sometimes I'll lay it down and it sounds good, but then I'll go and hear another beat, or I'll make a beat and I'm like, oh dude, the verse will sound so much better on here.
Yeah.
Like, you know? And then there's like certain like spots where in the beat where it drops, and then I'm like, ooh, this part would sound tight.
You're right.
How about this? What if you had a song that you dropped like 10 years ago, but there was a line on it that you thought was super fire that would work in a new song that's fresh as fuck?
I've recycled.
Would you steal your own line?
Oh yeah, I've recycled lines before.
No, I think you can just shout out the line.
That's what it counts as.
I'm saying if you I wouldn't reuse it, but I would say if you found a way of shouting it out, then you can sort of incorporate it.
Well, you could reuse it in a way that's clever. Like you reuse the line and then you say the name of the song it was originally on or something like that.
Yeah. Basically, you're so you have a following that's so dense and like observant that they can tolerate you referencing your own lyrics.
Right.
Okay, so you work at a bank in California, and apparently they're going through some troubles. And I don't know that much about it. I've heard some shit about how the banks don't have money out here.
Yeah, dude.
I would love if you could shed some light on that. Apparently, Terry has been turning people away because they don't have money for them, and that must be a nightmare.
It's crazy because we're in a bank, and for the people that don't necessarily understand banking, people assume that banks have the money. You know what I mean? They're like, oh, you're a bank.
There's a safe in the back.
Yeah, go in there and get the money out. But a lot of the times is money that we can't touch necessarily. Like, we're supposed to have a certain amount for, I want to say, an audit, just in case. But we just haven't had money these past couple of days. Literally,
It's just been the past couple of days.
You haven't had money that you can give out to the public.
Right. I want to say between today and yesterday, I probably handed out over 200,000, and then as far as deposits, probably 3,500.
What?
So wait, are people liquefying their accounts? Is that why?
That's what it looks
saying?
like. It's like people are pulling out their money instead of putting it in.
No, that makes sense.
But what's crazy is a lot of people are opening business accounts. You know what I mean? They're putting their money into their whatever businesses,
LLC,
things like that.
Well, no, I think that's a very common way of protecting oneself and hiding your assets. Or
I guess there's insurance for that as opposed to just you as a human.
Yeah, but today, even our regular customers, people we see every day, I'm telling them yo, I can't cash your check today. I'm sorry.
That is insane. Imagine going to the bank you've always gone your whole life to cash the check that you've earned from work. What do they do at that point? They got to go down to the bodega and cash it?
Or a check cashing place or something, For a couple of people, they were they wanted cash, but they're well, can you just make it, available in my account?
Yeah.
So I'm telling people that I can't open up that checking account or cash that check they working for. So I had to show them way out.
Yo, I'm at the bank and this place stank because I can't take out my money, and I wish I could because I need to buy some new goods and services.
I only ever need cash for drugs, or maybe hugs, or maybe mugs.
All right.
Yeah, merchandise. I'm feeling nice. Rolling dice. That's another thing I need cash for. Gambling. Yeah, I'm rambling.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not a bad thing.
No hundreds, no 50s, no 20s.
Nope.
No 10s, no 5s, no 1s. Got a couple quarters here and a nickel. If you want some of those, you're good. But I can't cash that $100 check that you just got.
Nope.
I'm sorry. I can deposit and make it available for the free.
I really apologize, but you're going to have to leave.
I'm sorry. But yeah,
Just made a banger in 2 seconds.
we did. That was beautiful.
Why would you have I feel like I have had a job for a long time and never wanted cash. I was always just put it on the fucking...
Yeah, dude, I hated having to go pick up my check, and
what the hell is
I'm
that? That's a nightmare.
When I found out about direct deposit, I was like, oh yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah, just put it in my account. I mean, I get that you're not supposed to be able to
Are you able to still handle direct deposits at your bank?
Yeah, we still have the direct deposits and stuff. It was just
they'll always take money.
Yeah,
But then, is there going to be a problem if they try and use their debit card or whatever?
oh no, debit cards are fine. It's just
Yeah, it's because that shit's
physical
made
money
up.
That's just hard to get right now.
So it's just the cashish.
Right. And then there's a lot of older customers, a lot of elderly people that we deal with. So
They
they're
want silver dollars.
Yeah, they want the money. You know what I'm saying? They're I don't want to swipe my card. It's always a hassle and this and that.
I brought my satchel. I need you to fill it up full of the silver. Put your money in silver, folks.
And silver and gold.
I don't know about gold. It's too soft for my taste.
When
I like a nice hard mineral.
Yeah.
When I was a rep at Verizon, people would come in to pay their bill, in cash all the time, and sometimes they'd be like, "Oh yeah, you know, just paying bills. I gotta go pay the water after this," and like these people are walking around like using their time and resources to pay bills in person. And they're like writing it down and shit. I mean, good for them for being organized.
It must just be not knowing that there's a better way.
No. They know it's a better way. They're walking into a store that sells smartphones. Like any person there they've probably been criticized at various tech stores and been like, yo, you know, you
insulted
to
their face.
No, and especially during COVID, people would come in and be like, oh, I got to pay my bill. Oh, you got to do it online.
Okay. Yeah, that's I mean, that's probably what my mom does. She's so technologically illiterate.
That's a choice.
Oh yeah.
And it definitely is a choice.
And it becomes a burden on your family.
Right, and then your family has to be like, hey, you're being lazy and forcing us to like maintain this skill for you.
Right.
It kind of reminds me of like how on the Sabbath Jews will like they'll have people that do work for them.
Yeah.
Or there'll be like a thing, like someone will turn on the TV for them, so it's not like they're doing work or whatever. That's how I feel. I'm like my mom's a Jew, and I'm like figuring out Netflix for her ass.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I feel you.
What's up with this dude Jelly Roll? Have you seen this country artist?
No.
There's this obese artist named Jelly Roll.
He's been out for a second now.
Jelly Roll.
For some reason, I recently seen him on like
I think he's cool.
every show. Look, this is him.
Oh, him. I've seen his face. I didn't know who.
I think he's sober. He did like some time in prison. I saw him on Rogan, and then I saw him on a bunch of other shit.
like he's
But for some reason, he is like on everything right now. And
Is he popping off?
He's popping off, and it's a lot of cross-platform shit. Like, you would assume that this dude's a rapper.
He looks like he also has a great voice.
It's just it's like beautiful, emotional country music. It's just a very odd phenomenon to me. Like he's interacting with people outside of his genre. He's doing all this like shit that is not traditional country singer type shit. And I don't know. I'm
Country rap is a thing, bro.
A lot of it annoys me.
I mean, it's weird. I mean, there's some that's like MAGA rap, which
that's
low key my favorite.
So it's because of how
so
hilarious
funny.
it is. Yeah. No, the country rap that I'm thinking of, and maybe why it's annoying is because the main thing I would think of is Yellow Wolf. Yo, Yellow Wolf, Slamerican. Yo, yeah, that dude is the fucking man. Or I thought he was in like 2012. Now he's sort of kind of going in a different well.
You forgetting about the OG country rapper, R.A.P. K.I.D. R.O.C.K. Okay, why would you forget my guy, Kid Rock, Detroit City?
Detroit City, I know Slim Shady. I'm about to go ahead and get Wayne Brady.
Whoa.
On the background vocals, a nice track. Got to go MAGA, but I'm black.
That shouldn't stop you. Yeah, there's people in Timbuktu that somehow managed to vote for that dude, and they got the hats. Yeah, it's not a cap.
Blacks for Trump. You can join that group and stuff and get the t-shirt and wear it out to the latest rally with all of your whatever. That was a rough one.
You know, it'd be funny politically if the person that lost the election was still allowed to kind of like banter for the next 4 years. You know what I'm saying? Like Joe Biden's in power, but Trump still gets to participate in like public conversation just as the representative of
he attempts to, but
it's mostly with judges.
Well, no, he's got like his Rumble account or he's got some kind of new Facebook for right wing bullshit. I don't remember what it's called, but he's dropping some heaters. That's for sure.
Yeah. What I was saying about the country rap that annoys me is there's like a trend on either TikTok or Reels or that format of social media where country white dudes will rap and over enunciate like words in a way that is annoying and not cool.
I feel like that's kind of because they're new to rap. I remember when I was a younger rapper, I was like, I was almost trying to make my voice sound processed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
By
When I was
speaking?
rapping.
Yeah.
In the same way that you can hear like punk rappers sort of accentuate the the angst, it's here now.
Yeah.
Like I think that there's also that in rap as well, for sure.
No, definitely. I for sure would. I would try to I was trying to be a character more though, like because all the different rappers I was listening to, I was like
They all play
trying
characters.
to be them. You know what I mean? So
Right,
it's
and
like,
there's also a certain level of balance between wordplay and an interesting message. Like it can't all just be puns. Like I need you to sort of feed me a little bit of a narrative. I don't need like a very complex narrative.
Right.
The narrative can be like that you're the man and I should fucking die or whatever, but like the whole
Make me
Did I
believe
just
that.
ash in my cup?
No, you didn't.
The whole like every line is a pun. Like I'm icy, like glaciers.
If your rap song has the word like in it more than like I don't know 4 times, maybe you need to
Dude,
up your skills.
I'm
a
proud
little
of
bit.
myself because I've gotten to the point now where I'll notice redundancies and I'll be like, all right, you need to get rid of. You already said dope in referring to weed once. Now you have to figure out a different. You can't say dope in regards to weed or drugs twice.
Right.
And I can't say blowing smoke. I already said blowing in referring to smoking weed up here. So now I have to say puffing, or then I'll say toking, or then I'll say
Toking.
or then I'll say sparking.
Right.
Like I mix it. I make sure I'm not using the same
Yeah.
verbs and adjectives over and over again.
Gotta shuffle it. Definitely have to shuffle it because I know when I'm writing my bars and everything, I'm paying attention to, all right, did I say this already? Or did this sound similar to that? And I'm like, all right, yeah, I kind of said this twice.
Are you making beats at that studio that your brother works at?
Yeah.
Okay, when I saw the videos that you posted this week, I was like,
Bro.
that looks like the light from that room.
I've been pouring out beats like crazy.
I feel like we got to get some of your beats on.
I wish
here.
I would have contacted you to get beats on here, but maybe you can send me some beats and I could put them on here next
Yeah,
week.
man. If you guys, my SoundCloud, I just posted 3 of my newest ones. If you guys want to pull out.
Oh yeah, I can just
Oh,
download
hell
shit
yeah.
from there. Yeah.
dude. But I've been pouring beats out left and right, bro. I'm trying to get my catalog back up because I have a brand new MacBook and everything.
Oh,
so-
that's exciting, dude.
Yeah.
New gear is so motivating. We just got this camera
Yeah.
and we're going to film some footage tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
But I've also been like motivated by the camera to be like, you have no excuses now other than you're a lazy piece of shit.
Yeah, bro. I've been going crazy, dog. I'm like every second I get, like I'm just using my free time to make beats.
You ever brought the laptop to work?
No, I'm not ready to do that.
It's hard to shift your. Whenever I hear producers talk about, oh yeah, I just be on my lunch break cooking up a beat. Yeah, in the break room making heat.
On my lunch break.
Yo, I can feel it in my feet. Yeah, these fucking beats super hot. Yeah, they're neat.
They super neat like the sneaker. You already know, turn up the speaker. Might go ahead and get a little liquid leaker. Now I'ma go ahead and be like LA leakers.
On my lunch break, you can catch me eating hot dogs and fried frogs. You know me, I like them all. Yeah, I'll eat some chicken. I'll eat a duck or turducken.
On my lunch break, hanging out with my coworkers, eating bundt cake. Yeah, it's not great, but the beats I make, they're never fucking late to the appointments.
They never late, they on time. The way that I rhyme, they be like dime. I meant to say damn. He be going ahead hard, like a ram. And that beat was dope.
The on my lunch break.
Spit a
shit.
banger in like 2 seconds.
You like that beat? Let me shout out. It might have been Johnny Slash.
Have you shouted out beats yet?
No.
he hasn't.
We're 6 deep.
Remember by Piper Beats, Feeling by Mao Beats, Georgia by Dynasty, Dotted Line by Lethal Needle, and yeah, that was Keep Up by Johnny Slash.
Johnny Slash.
Well, when are you gonna start making producer type content, Terry? Here's the content. I got you right now. Okay, you got your shit right here, and then you got the camera right here, and then you click the space bar and you bob your head. Who's rapping over this? And you go like this. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you do that. You do that on TikTok. You set yourself up to do, what are they? Those TikTok duos?
Yeah,
or
yeah,
whatever,
the
where
challenges.
someone will like just rap over your beat.
The coolest beat content is showing people the process. That's the coolest thing.
Yeah, and that's what I want to do. That's what I love, because I go on YouTube and I watch other guys make beats, and like I kind of pick, certain things that they're doing, and I just like, implement it into what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I made my first I was experimenting, and I did my first like drill type beat,
Yeah.
And it shit sounded pretty dope.
No, that's cool.
You know?
I always have a hard time with making beats from a different genre because I always feel like I should be able to naturally rap over the stuff that I make.
Mm-hmm.
But there are genres that I don't feel inclined. The rhythm doesn't catch me. I don't hear it in my head.
Mm-hmm.
But
We're usually not rapping over like trap beats.
Right.
Like,
No, I get you. Yeah.
But I feel like maybe I could learn the rhythm and start to rap over trap beats. But I just don't listen to that.
I don't think I sound cool at all on a trap
Oh,
beat.
that's
I'm
the
over
other
like,
thing.
Bro,
I'm
throw
on the
some
beat and I
auto-tune.
do it like this, and I'm
Throw
just like,
some
what the
auto-tune.
fuck am
Yeah.
I doing right now?
Throw some auto tune on your voice. You'll fit in.
right, you're
You'll
right.
fit right
No,
in.
yeah, I think the
Tell
big
me.
issue is our inability to take ourselves seriously in that style. Like,
No, I get it.
even today when I was prepping this pod, there's I think beat number 8 or 9 is it's called
Too hard for us.
It's called Bill Printer by Louis. Foreshadowing right now, and the beat is hard. It's so hard that in my head I'm like, oh, somebody could fucking kill this beat, and then maybe that's me. And then I start imagining myself rapping on it. But then the energy of the song is so like serious and like it's not just like cool, fun, serious. Like there's the confidence of just an aggressive rapper, and then there's a confidence of the dudes in Sublime. They're like, that's what you know what I'm saying? Like there's those two vibes, and I can't maintain the aggressive confidence for
that
more
chill,
than
swag, laid back confidence.
I'm not hard.
I
dude.
can't. I don't sound hard. I can't.
It's just I'm not built that way.
And then you sound like an idiot
Right.
attempting.
I
to...
don't have a lot of bass in my voice, so me trying to sound aggressive is just like, yeah, shut up.
Right, but could you just put your own spin on it?
Right.
Could the beat come on and then you're not matching the energy of the beat. You're still
Right.
being
I'm gonna
yourself.
crank your lows right now. We're gonna give you bonus bass for the rest of the pod. Let's see how you sound.
How do I sound?
Whoa.
Whoa, this is crazy.
Richard's coming back.
I saw
Hey.
that. I want to. Okay,
Wow.
we need to figure out a way to aim. I don't like how what I was trying to adjust it, and I realized the mic wasn't like going. Okay, there we go. Yes. Fuck you, David.
Like
I mean,
that?
thank
Like
you,
this?
David. Yes.
That's good.
There we go.
Okay.
Sweet.
I just don't
Yeah.
want to. I don't want to cover
No, I
your
gotta-
face, but
no,
No,
definitely
you're
bring it
good.
down. But I just wanted it pointed at him. Before it wasn't pointed at him.
There we go, that's fine.
And that
That's
was,
fine.
That was bumming me out.
That sound good?
Oh yeah,
No,
you
yeah,
sound
you
great.
sound-
and
you
honestly,
sound
since
great.
I turned the bass all the way up, it's like you're a normal person. It's great. Maybe even too
Yeah.
bass.
no, I think it might be a little basic.
But my home, like my comfort zone when it comes to rapping on beats are like those J Dilla,
yeah,
like Alchemist,
Oh,
loop
yeah.
sample type, like something I could just go over and just go
Well, that's
crazy.
that's the
with
type
the
of
words.
that's the type of shit where it feels like you're hanging out and something cool just came and you're like, oh yeah, I probably should just start freestyling real quick.
Yeah.
It feels natural.
How about this? I already have my answer lined up, so I'll go first. But maybe you guys need a second to think about it. Greatest person to make beats ever, and I think it's Timbaland.
That's a really good answer.
Do you guys
Ever?
have any?
of all time.
I think he's the best.
Well, he might be the best, but who's your favorite? Maybe.
Yeah, that's true. He's also my favorite. I'm not trying to be. I'm not trying to say it's a catch-all, end-all. Yo, I know that every single beat can ball like this one. I wonder who made this one. Yeah, we'll probably shout it out as soon as the rap is done.
Hey, who made this beat? Hey, it sound really neat. Hey, I'm about to speak. Hey, I'm about to speak. Hey, turn it up just a little bit and I'm about to rip it. And you know that I love it. I'ma be nice and considerate. Yeah.
I'm sure the dude who makes the best beats, I can't even name, because he doesn't really own the fame. He's got mad skills, he's in the behind the scenes. Yo, you know me, I gotta be in front of screens.
Yeah, you know he's in the behind the scenes, bruh. Oh, the BTS. Yo, I am the best beat maker, but you won't ever see that shit, cause I'm a ghost with it. Yeah, I'm real discreet.
Discreet.
Damn.
That was another banger.
Just made a banger in like 2 seconds.
That was real beautiful.
Whenever Terry's on, this happens.
No, yeah. We just
It's to be expected.
we're gonna just make it like a once a month thing or something.
Greatest producer and my favorite producer of all time. Honestly, I'm gonna go with Pharrell.
That's a great answer
great
as well.
answer.
That's
I'm gonna go
another
with
great
Because
answer.
it's not just hip hop at that point. It's
Right.
like
It's
it's
so
as a
many.
music like engineer, producer, and
Yeah, dude, you
creative.
you got some big answers to live up to, bro.
I'm gonna sound like a bitch, but I'm gonna like just pick my favorite based on my upbringing, and in regards to like classic hip hop, I would say Dr. Dre.
Okay, that's a great answer. That is
Because
a great
every
answer.
Eminem album that I go back and listen to periodically, I'm like, oh, these insane like just samples or instruments that he uses. Like he'll randomly be using these like very intense violins, or even I just listen to
Yeah.
I just there's a fucking something. Role Model by Eminem. I'm pretty sure that's produced by Dr. Dre because it's on the Slim Shady LP, which is the first one. And it's so dark and cool, and like the rhythm is really clicky. And Eminem is just murdering the shit, dressed up like a priest in the video. It's insane. And I just don't. I think he like invented boom bap.
I don't know about that.
No,
Yeah, nah.
Boom bap's been around for
boom bap's been around longer than okay.
Yeah.
Souls of Mischief.
Right, but like, wasn't Dr. Dre making boom bap in the '90s? I guess maybe he was a little late.
No, yeah, he kind of just like
I mean-
this. He kind of fell upon it. He was doing the whole loop. I think I feel like he's in the grandfathers of loop sampling.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? Because a lot of the beats back then in like 90s hip hop, even like late 80s hip hop, were just looped.
No, and if you ever listen to the original sample of "For My Name Is," the Slim Shady song, it's literally just Eminem might as well have just rapped over the original sample because
Exactly.
it's barely different. Yeah,
Like, right. You
just
know?
some African artist playing the guitar. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
you know, and then just throw a cake and a snare on it.
Yeah,
And
that
you're-
was basically all it did. But I mean, it is one of the greatest songs of all time.
right, you know, and that's what's crazy because as a producer, I always look at making my beats like this. I make beats for rappers. I'm not necessarily a producer to where I'm making beats to share and show off.
You're not filling them out like crazy.
Yeah, I'm not like sitting up here mixing and
That's a good way to
mastering
look
my
at it.
beats. You know what I mean? Like I'm making beats for the rappers to rap. Like,
Yeah. And whenever you start to like, whenever you feel like the beat is the full song, you're like, all right, well, I did too much.
Right, exactly. You know what I mean? And I know nowadays there's a short attention span, so like my beats don't really go over like 2 minutes.
Odds are you, if you make a beat that's super complex and thought out and it's got, you know, shit that changes and happens throughout, if someone wants to rap over it, they're just going to pick their favorite part of it and sample that and just loop that. over and over
Exactly.
again.
You know what I mean? It's like, because I know I'm not going to hear the same beat I gave you. Like, you know what I mean? And it's fun making those beats, honestly, because I love to hear that shit.
I have an exact formula for arranging beats at this point. Like I'll make the densest loop that I can think of. Like I'll add 3 instruments and then I'll spread it all the way out. I'll like remove a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
And then the 808 comes in after 16 or 32 bars, and then the hook comes in, and then it drops to just the hi-hats and the sample, and then like that's kind of the basic layout.
Yeah.
And I do it 3 or 4 times, and that's
Yeah,
it.
I'll just build one big pattern to where I'm like just adding everything and I'm making sure it sounds like where the main, like where the hook might be.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
I don't
then
need a fucking
I'll
hook on
just
this
like
beat.
pull shit out little by little and be like, all right, this is maybe a breakdown or this is where the build up
Yeah.
is, you know, shit like that. Yo, I love making beats for the people and the rappers.
I love it.
Got to turn the speakers up slappers. Yeah, you already know I make it happen. Yeah, gotta get it going, get it cracking. Yeah, in the morning with the Folgers, a cup of coffee, get him a Morphe. Got a good Pokemon, his name is Coffin. Yeah.
Oh my god, I like Pokemon
I do.
and making beats. Yeah, I get it on when I'm in the streets. Yeah, I sell beats to everyone like it is crack.
Whoa.
And there's a crack in the ceiling. And you know it's because I'm ballin' and my beats go so fucking goddamn hard that I'm about to cause an earthquake, y'all.
Yeah, I make the main loop verse. Yeah, and then I make the verse. Yeah. Then I go back to the chorus. Yeah, I'm watching before this. What the sample did. Add the reverb in, and then I do the EQ with 3 dudes with the windows open. Yeah, we blowing Indo.
Blowing Indo, game Nintendo, switching up. You don't know though. Blow the soap.
Motherfucker.
Do you
I need another one that isn't just the banger because I can't
Right.
just keep reusing that.
do you ever make a beat and it just like amazes you? Like it's just like you're like, whoa. Yes, please.
Yeah. There's times where anytime that happens, I rap over it. I'm never impressed by a beat and not rap over it.
Like so I get that because you're to me you're more so of an MC. You know what I mean?
That's kind of first and foremost.
Like me, I always get like I'll get baffled by a beat and I'm just like, oh shit, I just want to listen to it. Like, you know what I mean?
Oh, I get what you're saying. There are times I feel like I do this when I'm actually not impressed by the beats. Like when I'm trying to convince myself that it's good, I'll listen to it 25 times. I'll be like,
I call them my glass case beats because I'm just like
these are the ones that I'm gonna send people.
No, that's a real
I just
thing.
like I put them up. Like I feel like they're too good to like put words over. But that's just me. I love to hear it. You know what I mean? I feel like putting words on it might ruin it for me.
Ruin it, yeah.
You know, but there are those beats where I'm like, yo, this is great. I know exactly who I'm gonna send it to.
Right. There's sometimes beats that I hear play, and I think to myself, oh, this has some depth to it. Mm-hmm. If you rapped over this, I could imagine somebody hearing it and like actually connecting and it not feeling phoned in. Like a lot of times I hear music that is just it's been loosely put together, and it's usually from up and coming artists that haven't like gone through the full process. You never hear like pop music that hasn't been at least like fully produced and layered to the point where it sounds really clean.
Right.
But yeah, it's
Sorry.
no. I felt like you were gonna say something, so I was getting ready.
No, the other day I woke up from my slumber and the first thought I had was I was just sleeping like a retarded baby. And I wrote it down in my notes. I thought it was that good. And I was just looking at that. I was like, what the fuck? And I was like, I'm going to start saying that. That'll be my new phrase. I was just sleeping like a retarded baby.
But
it's not good.
Do you want to hear my notes?
Yeah.
My first note was repurposing raps.
Oh, okay.
That's all it says.
That's horrible.
Repurposing raps. And then the second note is, have you ever been mad you forgot about something you were pissed about? Like you'll be pissed about something,
that's crazy.
And then you forget, and then when you notice that you forget, I'll think back and be like, man, I'm pissed I forgot what I was pissed about.
I don't think you're pissed that you forgot. I think you're just still living off the residual pissedness that you had originally.
It's like I wanna remember what I was pissed about so I can keep being pissed. That's my first instinct is, man, I can't believe I forgot what I was pissed about because I was so pissed.
Who's the first person that said piss? Because that's pretty well written. You know
it's literally
that's a bar.
Your dick says it every time you piss. It goes. Psst.
You're right. But how come it's vulgar? How come that's the vulgar one and pee is fine? You know what I mean? Piss sounds way better and it hits. Why does it hit?
Yeah.
Well, I think piss is more inappropriate in the UK. Like piss off.
Well, they also say take the piss, and that's just like, you know, if you're getting roasted.
UK, have you guys been seeing like the videos? There's like a freaking mutiny going on in like Paris.
Oh no,
yeah.
I think there was some cop like killed a guy, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And now there's some major riots going on in Paris.
Yeah, dude, like they've been like vandalizing restaurants and like just beating up people on the street for no reason.
Yeah,
like,
I saw something on Twitter today that they vandalized the Holocaust Memorial.
Yeah, dude, it was crazy.
Whoa,
that shit sucks.
Like, dude, like this guy is just walking down the street. Like, he's just minding his business. And, like, these two guys just, like, walk up on him and push him. And he's just like, what the fuck? Like, you know? And they started, like, punching him and everything. And, like, some other guy had to come over and help him. And then 3 other guys came in, like, started jumping. Like, it was wild, bro.
It's in Paris?
They're pushing.
Like, in France.
Oh, never
like,
mind. That's fake.
I saw it was like Paris, France. I know it's like France for sure. Yo, look, this is something going on in France. Gotta do my dance, two-stepping with my pants on, pulled up with my belt on, shirt tucked in, and you know what it is. Do something.
Yeah, I'm in Paris, and you know that police, they are careless over here. Yeah, they are all terrorists over here. Yeah, I'm watching a video right now of a police officer beating a dude down.
I can't believe what they did to this truck. I bet this truck used to be a nice truck, but now this truck is really out of luck. I wish it wasn't in Paris. No.
In Paris, there's three of us, not a pair. Just go ahead and two-step like a pair of new shoes. You know that I do do's, and I mean a Blue's Clue. Like if you not do snooze,
Sacre bleu, these cops, they are not cool. I don't like the cops in Paris, and they all scare me. This shit is hairy.
Did you see a gun on any of them?
Nah.
This looks like an old this photo looks like it's from like Mad Max.
It looks photoshopped.
It's like from Dune or something.
None of these dudes have guns?
I don't think so.
So how did he fucking kill the guy?
He could just beat him down.
Shot a teenager, so they do have guns.
Oh, okay.
Maybe just the police have guns. So there's Paris riots. I feel like that's, if you're going to have a riot, might as well do it in gay Paris.
Paris is kind of dirty. I've been there.
Oh, really?
I've been there too. In high school.
I've heard it's filthy. So would you guys concur?
But you know what? When I went, when did you go? Because when I went, it was like 2007.
Yeah, I went in 2010.
Okay, so like, for me, it was like a bit of a culture shock, just because it was like everything looked old, like.
Yeah, all the buildings have been there forever.
Like, like I feel like since like the dawn of time.
And it's much older than anything in America.
Right. And I was surprised not to see a lot of litter like there is out here on the floor.
Oh.
I've heard the opposite, but I've never been.
And I've heard the opposite too, but it was just like, I went so long ago, so I'm like, it could be different now.
No, and I think there's also I think there's a difference between litter and shit just being old and dirty. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just a fucking old city.
Yeah. And what is crazy, because I did go to Italy, and we got to ride on like the Lagonda or whatever.
The canal shit.
There's parts of the city where you can literally see where they've been building on top of other buildings, because the soil they built the city on isn't firm. So it's been sinking like for years.
Yo, they did some shit like that in Chicago, too.
You can see windows, like, when you're just, like, going through, like...
They're all the way down the water level?
Yeah, and then it's just, like, that's freaking crazy.
Why would you build on top of that?
I don't think they knew until just,
No, but you said they're building again now.
Oh, no, yeah, they honestly don't have a choice to just keep building on top of what they're doing.
Are you guys familiar with the razing of Chicago?
No.
During the 1850s and the 1860s... engineers carried out a piecemeal raising of the level of central Chicago to lift it out of low-lying swampy grounds. Streets, sidewalks, buildings were physically raised on jack screws, and it was privately funded by property owners and public funds, so not privately funded. But yeah, so basically the city of Chicago is sinking in the 1800s, and they're just like, instead of just building on top of it, like they're doing in Italy, or you said Italy, right?
Yeah.
They were just like, no, we have to get it out of there, and they fucking used fucking jacks and shit, an entire city.
And this is in the 1800s. I feel pretty impressed by their ability to do that.
There was less buildings back then, so at the same time, you're okay.
They didn't lift the current.
I don't know if they'd be able to lift, today's Chicago, but.
So speaking of Chicago, are you guys? I don't want to turn this into like the conspiracy podcast.
No, we're down. We're down.
No,
literally anything goes.
Yeah, we're both out of shit. So
I have one more thing.
Okay, never mind.
But it probably won't go for more than 5. So hit us.
So I seen this picture on. It was called, I guess, the Chicago Fair, and it was like the early 1900s,
like the World's Fair.
Yeah, but it was like they said they pretty much built a city. And it looks like so advanced, like it looks crazy. But they're saying it was just like temporary.
What's it called?
like the Chicago World Fair or something like that, and it's.
Are you looking it up, Alex?
Yeah, I'm trying to Google something, but you're more than welcome to do the same thing. The World's Columbian Exposition. I've seen that.
Yeah.
Is that ring a bell?
That was in Chicago. They built that, and it's just like they said it was for like. They basically were describing it as like a fair, like an event that they built all this stuff for.
Yeah, look, World's Columbian Exposition. Look at this poster that they made. This poster, whoever made this flyer is a hell of a graphic designer.
Yeah, graphic design was crazy back in the day.
It was way more interesting.
For sure.
But like all this stuff was the reading that I've done upon it showed that it was so. Let me talk about how advanced we used to be real quick. I gotta go ahead and spit on this beat real quick. Yeah, I'ma cough, I'ma sneeze, cause it's really sick. Yeah, I'ma pass to my left or my right. Yes, yeah.
I'm in Chicago now at the motherfucking fair. They built a whole goddamn advanced city here. The Columbian Exposition, yo, I'm here with my friends, and you know I'm in Chicago, yeah, this is where the fun begins.
I really love to read, so I went to see some of the shit that they built in the Big C. Chicago City, yeah, it was really nifty what they did. Yeah, this picture got a man and a kid, ooh.
Man and a kid, father and his son. He said, hey, my man, let's go have some fun. At the Chicago Exposition, and then I'm on a mission. Okay.
That's like some kind of medieval idea of what a robot would be.
So there's a lot of small pictures. I'm not sure if they'll pop up, but like there's people on these. I want to say like, they're like these bikes, and they're sitting in like it's like a gyro.
Oh yeah.
Like, but this is like 18, you know what I mean? Early 1900s, late 1800s. And there's like these people on bikes that are like supposedly solar powered.
I think we underestimate human intelligence that came before. Like, I always assumed that people like fucking 100 years ago were dummies.
Right.
But in reality, humanity is where it is because of how fucking smart we are. Even if we didn't have the tech back then.
Right.
Now we have the tech, but back then they were still.
But I feel like because there's like certain things just like this where I've seen where they have the technology we've had now, like as far as like getting free energy and having like all these cities lit up without actual electricity and stuff like that. Like
they were more resourceful.
Yeah.
Due to the lack of technology, it makes you creative.
Like they've dumbed so much down today.
I feel like it's similar to let's say a grad student who's making a film for their college project. Mm-hmm. The student is going to be much more resourceful and creative than like an actual person now that has a budget. Mm-hmm. Like, I think the lack of resources made humans more resourceful.
Right.
It forces you to be like creative about shit and be like, oh, what if we put the light in this kind of thing and it makes it brighter? Shit like that.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I feel like we've been dumbed down as far as what technology we have now. Like, to us, it seems like oh my gosh, we can do so much. But I feel like our ancestors have been able to do way more than what we're doing.
Right,
now.
because you don't know how to do shit because tech does everything for you.
Yeah.
So I'm reading this right here. In 1893, the world's innovators were engaged in a race to harness electricity to provide power for humanity. In the lead were Nikola Tesla and Thomas Edison, with Tesla's alternating current AC concept going up against Edison's direct current DC system, which is known as the Battle of the Currents. The battle came to a head at the 1893 Chicago World Fair, also known as the Columbian Exposition. That's what we're talking about here.
Fucking Edison won.
I think Newton won, didn't he?
Inventors were invited to submit bids to light the fair using electricity. Edison submitted a bid for almost $600,000 using his DC concept. but George Westinghouse, armed with Tesla's patents for AC power, bid $400,000 and won the contract. So they lit it all with the Tesla shit.
Yeah, with AC power.
Using AC electricity.
It's funny because Edison is still the successful one.
Because he has a company now.
No, and Tesla got slammed. Like, I've heard a bunch of shit about Tesla getting slammed.
Well, Tesla sounds like kind of a weirdo.
Tesla found out how to harness free energy. He literally developed something to where you could draw power from the atmosphere, like literally. And he was like, everybody can have it. But Edison was more so, I found out a way to get money off of this. You know what I mean? That's why your power company is Edison now. You know what I mean?
Well, it does say here that Tesla proved to the world that AC was superior to DC for safely transmitting power over long distances to a large population. And AC has become the standard system of our modern
The main
power
issue
grid.
is that Tesla was never acknowledged when the shit was going down. He was acknowledged post-mortem, I think. And that's why a lot of times you hear people clarifying, no, Tesla's really the dude who did all the hard work and deserves the merit.
It's funny how they just popped Tesla into that movie, The Prestige.
Yeah.
And he's like building teleportation machines and shit.
That helps kind of
That builds up the mystique for sure.
Yeah.
You know what movie is dope? It's because you freaking said Time Machine. The Time Machine.
Oh, yeah, with Guy Pearce.
Yeah.
I've
It
seen
was
that.
freaking dope, dude. I watched it the other day, and I was like, I forgot how cool this movie
I need to
was.
rewatch it because it's been probably 15 years since I've seen
the
that
movie
movie.
is still
I need to
freaking
rewatch
cool.
The Prestige.
The Prestige is dope.
You brought that up just now. I haven't seen The Prestige in 10 years.
The Prestige is
And I
dope.
feel like it's worth my energy. Yo. Oh my God, fucking Christian Bale. That dude prevails. All hail Christian Bale. I'd rather fucking eat kale than never see one of his flicks again.
Not to mention, it's also got my man Hugh Jackman.
Ooh.
Yeah, you know me, yo. The Tesla coils acting up with David Blowie. Playing Nikola Tesla, yo. You don't know me.
You don't know me, bother like Kobe. You got long hair, dreads on me, no frobe.
Whoa.
You already know I'm moving fast, not slowly in my Tesla. Yes, shooting at your Vesta.
Yo, that director is the man. Christopher Nolan. But now he don't land flicks as often as he did back when.
I don't know, man. I kind of want to see that Oppenheimer shit. Yo, I want to know how they built the bomb and bombed those kids over there in Japan. Yo, that was how it is. I just want to understand.
Understand underhand pitching. Catch you in the kitchen while I'm cooking and your mom bitching. Cut you like stitching and I fix you up like breakfast or moving reckless. Head and shoulders, you leave your necklace.
Just made a banger.
Was that written, bro? You freestyled that? Bro, I don't know. We're going to have to look through. We're going to have to comb through your catalog. I'm going to be going through that tonight and being like, oh, there it is. Kitchen.
I used something regarding cooking and 3 Michelin stars, like a metaphor for a restaurant. And now I feel like I can never reference Michelin quality shit ever again.
I don't understand how Michelin makes tires, right?
No, but they have the Michelin stars thing in regards to like restaurants that are highly revered.
I'm aware of that.
Right, but I can never talk.
Why is that a thing? Why is the tire company doing this food shit? That's the whole point I'm trying to make.
I don't know which one came first. It sounds French. So I'm sure I'm sure they're like both started by dudes named Michelin or something like that.
Or like a Chinese figure skater, Michelle Lin.
Michelin.
That's a far reach, but
Nah, it's not that far.
You know, I've noticed Asian people don't have middle names.
Yeah, you're right.
You know, I can't confirm or deny that.
Asian people
Well,
don't have
they
middle
don't
names.
usually promote their middle names.
I've never met Asian person with a middle
Right,
name.
but like I wouldn't tell you my middle name. I'd be like, my name is David Haddad.
Yeah, for the most part.
But I say that just because a lot of the Asian customers I do have at work.
Oh, so like their legal name on the paperwork is just
Even when I see their ID, I'm just like,
2 names.
yeah.
Young Kim.
It's because they're here illegally. You need to report them.
No, it's because they're a frugal people.
How'd you like if little Oriental kids were making fun of you?
You know, but
And Latinos have 7 names.
dude, okay, so there's this lady that she gets mad because when people come to make a withdrawal, I have to fill out their name on the paper and stuff. But this lady literally has 5 names and they're long.
Yeah.
And she wants me to
Like
write them
her
down.
first name is Mari Carmen, and then the middle name is Rosario
Dawson.
Del Rio.
You know, I mean Hernandez,
Alfredez,
like,
yeah.
You know, and I'm just like, and the first time I just like wrote her first name and her last name, she felt disrespected. She's like, "That's not my name." I was like, "Oh."
That's 2 of them.
I was like, "Whoa, all right."
All right.
But-
I get it. I get it.
I got you. I just, you know, it's gonna be long. But
It's the same way in Hawaii. I know some Hawaiians back home that have some long fucking names, man. It's like you have to take a breath while you say it. That long.
you know,
No, yeah, it's more than 27 syllables, so you have to like you have to
paragraph.
Yeah.
I ran out of mouth characters. I can't do it anymore. I ran out.
Yeah, it wouldn't fit in a Twitter post. They wouldn't allow that.
I know why.
Twitter was down today because
I
Elon
heard.
Musk was doing some weird
What
shit.
was he doing?
I'm not fully aware of everything, but he introduced this for temporarily. Apparently, once you view, if you're not subscribed to Twitter Blue or whatever that's their subscription thing. If you're not subscribed, you after you read 600 posts, you can't. Twitter's not working for you anymore. But if you're subscribed, it's like 6,000 posts you get before Twitter. And I guess it's all done, according to him, it's done in a means to like shut down people who are illegally gathering information from the users. But that's speculation at this point because he's a big liar.
Dude, I live on Twitter.
I love Twitter. Yeah,
And you don't. And you
was
guys
it down
don't
for you
pay.
today?
Honestly, I was so busy at work. I
Okay.
didn't get
600
It-
posts is really low.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
absolutely.
dude,
I'm like,
really? What?
do I? I definitely read more than 600 posts. on
600
Twitter in a
posts
day.
is like one swipe for me.
Yeah, for sure. And I think that's kind because it stopped working for me, but it's working now. So I don't know if he
Got
loves
some backlash.
He always reneges on his shit after he gets enough.
Yeah.
backlash.
Well, he tries stuff, and then everybody freaks out. And he's like, all right, my bad. Never mind. I appreciate that about him. I appreciate that he takes
Twitter mutiny.
he takes constructive criticism and repairs his
I think
behavior.
there's a part of me that thinks he expected a bunch of people to go and pay like $11 or $15
I'm not paying for Twitter.
It's insane. To
I'm
pay
not.
for Twitter.
They already get
no.
advertising, right? Like, why do they need?
Well, there's also this phenomenon that's happening because so if you pay for Twitter and you got the blue check mark, technically, if you've commented on a post, say The Weeknd is posting some shit about his weekend and you know it, and if you open up the comments section, all you're gonna see is a bunch of blue checks in.
I'm only on Twitter when I'm getting bored, man. I let you know that I want a flying sword, man.
Whoa.
I like to watch all the posts from Tia Corinne and let her know that she's my boo when I'm loving.
When I'm bored, I start to desire flying swords. Yeah, I don't want to do this anymore.
Never.
I ain't paying a subscription to get that little thing check mark on my name. Yeah, I don't want the fame.
And it's a surprising correlation that's happening between the blue checks and racism and
Whoa.
a lot of dated opinions that you see when you open up the comment section.
I don't care what you say. I love to see all the titties on Twitter on Tuesday, and I need to see more than 600 swipes.
Yo.
It makes my
Yeah.
day.
That is one of the great things about Twitter that they said. You know, let's just leave porn on
Titty
here.
Tuesday on Twitter's.
Oh, they'll leave
wake up-
porn, but they delete the ISIS official Twitter account.
What about drugs? Like, if you're smoking weed on Twitter, is that acceptable?
Dude, you can post anything on Twitter, bro.
That's true. There was a lot of gore being posted recently.
Like what they'll do is like they'll post like you'll swipe up on it, it'll be like shaded out and it'll be like explicit content,
Show,
like tap to,
of course.
Yeah, and I'm like, fuck.
Sometimes it'll be some fucked up shit.
No, I've
like a dude eating
man.
shit out of a man's ass or
Bro.
something.
Whoa,
You'll be
yeah,
like,
I've seen some
whoa,
wild
didn't need to
shit.
see that.
Or like I've literally seen somebody get like their brains blown out.
Yep.
Would you
Yeah.
just would
Yeah.
you discover an artist on Twitter? Like, if
I have
yeah,
actually
You discover artists. in
literally
here.
off of a retweet, and I'm like,
oh, so if you're posting,
but you know what it was that sold me? It was the cover art for the song. It was like very kind of anime-ish. So
Sure.
I was just like, oh, okay. And then the algorithm on Twitter is pretty crazy because like right above it was like a Dragon Ball Z post. So I was just like, oh shit. So like I listened to it and the song was really dope. Like, you know.
So now you're a fan of the artist.
I am actually. I follow him on SoundCloud and everything.
Do you know RXK Nephew?
I've heard of him.
I found out about him via Twitter, and I'm like, okay, this guy's kind of funny. He makes some humorous raps here and there.
And I've even found a lot of artists on TikTok. Like just
Well, yeah, because I feel like on there's a lot more people just straight up rapping.
Yeah,
like they're.
But like I love how it's I'm finding them visually versus trying to like just
hear them.
You know, like crate dig on SoundCloud or
well,
like just,
it's like the cliff notes. Like
Right.
TikTok will be like, here's the verse, here's all the lyrics on the screen, and here's a bunch of cool effects to keep you here. And then I'm rapping over a fucking Eminem beat because I can on here.
Yeah.
And then it's
like I found Tia Corinne on SoundCloud, and like I freaking love her to death. I got to meet her.
Yeah, I was just about to ask, was that the lady that you had met a couple months ago?
I
Or,
freaking love her, but I just love her because
dude, she's fine.
She's very attractive, but she
also
really
looks like
a
she's
great,
like maybe 18.
She's
right on the dot.
She's like 29, I think.
What?
Yeah. I think
Black
she just
don't crack.
turned-
yeah, that's damn. He said,
damn.
But yeah, she's really a great artist. She's like versatile as fuck. Like, and then I've watched her music videos. She gives me like that. I could tell she watched like Missy Elliott and Busta Rhymes, and stuff like that. Because it's like there's nothing about her that's gonna be the same. You're not gonna catch her being repetitive.
Is she like really big right now?
She's blowing up. She's on her way up.
What's her name?
Tia Corinne. TIA and then CORINE.
I mean,
I love you, girl.
That's the best thing
shout
about
out her.
the.
Oh
the-
yeah, she's up there. She
That's
got a
the
lot
best
of
thing about the
followers.
current style of social media is that it does give artists who have potential the like ability to make good shit that might, gain some traction.
Yeah. Dude.
Why isn't she on that new XXL shit?
She
Or
is.
Oh, she is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, never mind then.
That XXL shit is also a publicity stunt. Like if you're already,
It's overrated.
if you're already kind of big, they don't like it helps you more than you help it.
It's so overrated now. Like, and I don't know any. I don't listen to these new rappers. Like, there's some of the songs that I hear and I'm like, oh, that's cool. But it's like, I'm not going to take the time out to listen to you because I know I'm not going to find anything.
It's got to be pretty fucking unique for me to give it the time of day.
You know,
The popular rap is definitely
it has to be
not.
different. Like, if somebody, I'm sure there is a rapper that's like rapping like some life shit over drill beats. You know what I mean?
We might have
Like,
talked about this dude before, and maybe I'm confusing a different conversation. But do you fuck with Ka?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Fuck yeah, that dude is cool as fuck.
Ka's dope.
He's rapping over like beats with minimal percussion.
Mhm.
It's just like
It's just straight.
it's just
like,
riding on whatever the
I feel
bass
like
line is. Or
there's a lot of Alchemist beats that are like that. Like I feel
Yeah.
like a lot of Alchemist music,
Fucking love
and like
Alchemist, man.
we were talking about the Great Escape, the Larry June album. I had never listened to Larry June, and then this album came out, and I was like, why I followed the Alchemist's like collaborative albums recently. Like I'm a huge fan of Action Bronson, and then the album that he did with Freddie Gibbs, like all of that shit. I'm such a huge fan, and then I started bumping Larry June, and it's like inspiring. Like he's so positive and talking about like he's being all goofy and fun,
Right.
but there's a lot of those Alchemist beats that are just super light on the percussion, and this is just fucking killing
Just
it.
going
And it's
crazy.
incredible to me that people love it. I mean, I love it, but yo, you would think it's not that marketable. No snare, I don't care. Yeah, I let down my hair. I'm about to rap everywhere over samples. Yeah, it's fairly ample. I'm about to ramble.
Rambo, got the guns like Rambo. Get trampled, I'm stepping over like AI. Cross you
Whoa.
over, you may die like Mayday. May 8th was my beat day. Say hey if you see me. Okay.
yo, shout out Larry June, a dude like me, like Scary Poon, that crazy
Whoa.
bitch. Yeah, you know there's some room for her in my room. Yeah, oh my God, yeah, it's almost noon. I just want to watch cartoons with Larry June, and then maybe I don't know, have some food.
Me and Larry June burying fools. Yeah. Fuck. Burying fools.
Nah, that was a stretch, but I'll give it to you.
Doing my best. Hang on. I can tell that was...
Was that the one that you were talking about?
That's the finale.
No, that's not the one. That one was actually, in my opinion, not mixed fully. I think
is this one of yours?
No, I think Kid Ocean slacked on that one. No, Bill Printer by Louis was the one that I was talking about.
Okay.
Andretti OG by Lex Factor, Genius by Nigma, Regret by Nico Beats, and Get That by Kid Ocean.
Okay.
You guys, that was it. We're out of beats. Let me tell you this one more thing. You ever go to Valvoline to get your oil change?
Yes.
Once.
Only on Groupon, though.
I used to, and now I don't anymore. Because these dudes are so fucking aggressive. You pull up and all of a sudden, like I was going to get an oil change. And it's not recently. It's from a while ago. Now I go to Jiffy Lube. You guys should start going to
I
Jiffy
go to
Lube.
Jiffy Lube.
That's like the hood version.
Yeah.
Okay.
These Valvoline motherfuckers are like, oh, they got too much shit to upsell you. I pulled up thinking I'm going to spend $80. And they're like, do you want to rotate your tires? Do the transmission fluid? Do your air filter? And also, there's like alignment. Do an alignment. Like, they can upsell you up to like $800. And I don't appreciate being attacked while I'm sitting in my car.
Right.
Like, I'm in the car and you're at the window and I got nowhere to go.
I don't know, man.
It's like when you're walking down the street and all of a sudden,
Yeah, dude, I gotta say no.
Okay.
I gotta say no seven times.
Well, then you got to do that. What in the appropriate thing to do in Terry's situation that he posited. If the guy comes up to you and he's like, "Hey, do you? We could also rotate." You go, "Hey, hey, ah!" and then that's it.
Dude, that's what I'm gonna start.
You got to
doing.
scare him away.
oil change only.
Yeah, dude, it's just.
I think it's blinking now. Is that a thing?
I think it does that periodically.
Okay.
It just bothers me because you have to be a very confident person to because I also don't know shit. I'm like, oh, should I get the transmission fluid done? Is the car gonna explode if I don't do it?
And
then you're thinking, and then the gears are turning, and then I've heard stories of these dudes just like, because they can do as many transmission fluid changes as they need. So like, even if the transmission fluid was just changed, they could just be like, yeah, you want to get the transmission fluid done? They could just do it again.
You need it done? Yeah, that's why, like,
Bastards.
when I go to Jiffy Lube, and it's crazy because Jiffy Lube has an account with us, so like I know the guy.
Oh, at the bank.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So I go and
Well, this Jiffy Lube, I'm assuming they're franchise, right?
Yeah, they are.
Sounds a little iffy, Lube.
Iffy Lube, you know what I mean?
Boom.
But they do it swiffy, dude.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, I'll let you have it.
But yeah, like I let them know, I'm like, I just want an oil change. That's it. And like, you sure? And like nothing. I'm like, nope, just oil change.
Dude, I don't know how we're gonna get through this Patreon. I want to go to sleep, but since you came last time, Terry,
You're tired, right? You seem like you've got a fervor to you.
I can keep going. I shouldn't have verbalized that.
Yeah,
that
what's
was a
going
mistake.
on?
Well, since you last were here, we started splitting up the pod. Now we do about 12 beats, and then we do another 6 for the Patreon. So we'll probably stop in the next minute or two, and then keep going. You're welcome to stay.
You should stay.
Yeah, you should stay. We'd love for you to stay.
Yeah.
So
you won't get any residuals from the Patreon, though. We just got to level.
No,
We only have
Yeah.
5 people on there right now.
No, yeah, there's about $140 in the
You would
account
get
right
like
now.
if we split it 3 ways, you would get like $2.
We're gonna
And we've given you beers, so that's
Yeah.
it. This is your Patreon pay.
go follow Terry. What's your Instagram, Terry?
Instagram is @_HITERRY.
And just checking the notes, I'm gonna link his Instagram, and I'm gonna link all of his music. Are you only on SoundCloud, or you're on?
I'm on
Spotify and all that shit.
Spotify and iTunes. You can look me up as TERRY.
I think Spotify and Apple Music is the only thing.
Don't
that matters.
interrupt his
Sorry, I
tag,
apologize,
bro.
I apologize.
Yeah, man. Hey. I'm just playing. Spotify and iTunes. TERRY AKI Teriyaki.
It's gonna be in the notes.
And
It's a good name.
yeah.
I like it. Unfortunately, whenever I Google it, I just get a bunch of food stuff.
Yeah.
So I have to really find you.
Yeah. Once I get official and blow up and stuff, you'll be
Yes.
able to find me.
Make the E a 3 or something like that.
He won't be able to find us though. We'll be long forgotten.
Nah, don't say
No,
that, bro.
you guys won't, man. This
Thanks,
podcast,
man.
this podcast is gonna go places.
Hell yeah, dude.
You know what I mean?
Something's
So-
gonna go places. Speaking of places, go to my fucking merch store online. SultanSatire.com.
He's back at it.
I'm wearing the shirt right now.
He's wearing the shirt, y'all, and I saw that when I came in.
Shout out some dude, aka Wilson. I have your address now. Your hat has been shipped. It's gonna be there by the end of the week. So, long holiday, 4th of July, dude. I specifically told Alex we need to make the episode about 4th of July, and we completely blanked.
Hey, happy 4th of July, you guys!
Oh my God, happy 4th of July. Go listen to the latest song that I just dropped. The links are below. And buy a fanny pack. I got fanny packs at the store as well. Follow me at Sultan Satire. Follow Bamfomania everywhere.
At Bubba Y for me. If you need a music video, at BUBBAWHYY. I'm very good. Also, check out the one I shot recently for Roule Garçon. ROO.
We should get him on the pod.
ROOLEJG. Not a J. Garçon. It means boy.
Yeah.
So yeah, go check out that video. It's called. What the fuck was that song called?
Stare at the Sun.
Stare at the Sun. Thank you, Dave. Go check out Stare at the Sun by Roule Garçon and hire me to make your next music video.
And most importantly, go to patreon.com/dome with Bamfomania. If you're hearing me say this and you're not signed up right now, that's kind of strange.
Yeah, you've listened to this entire episode. You don't want more? Because we got more. It's coming.
Right, and like if you're able to get through this whole app, that means that you find there's something here between us.
Just please.
And why wouldn't you keep that thing going by signing up to the Patreon? Dome.
Hey, fuck with Bam, man. Fuck with him.
Yeah,
Please.
hell yeah. All right.
On board.
Well, if you want to hear Terry fucking kill it a little bit longer, go to the Patreon and keep listening.
Yeah, it's going to be good.